Oh, my worst fears just come to life. I just saw this bay horse gallop by and I thought, hang on, that looks like it's on the wrong side of the creek to be Ava. It's Paddy. He's worked out how to escape from his latest paddock. Paddy, the escape artist, brumby. I reckon he's crossed the creek. No creek is too deep to hold him. Mind you, I mean, he could jump the creek, but I think he walks through it. And these brumbies over here watching him that were born, I mean, he was born in the wild, but he was caught when he was a tiny little tacker. But they were like grown-ass horses when they were trapped. So they're used to navigating through things. Honestly, all this fence work is just an honour system with them because they could easily escape. But they don't want to escape. It suits them. They've got their herd next to them. And if the herd went, they would go. But look at him. He's in here pushing around. And he's a very good example of like you know, they have poddy foals, like, because he was brought to us, he was maybe 6 weeks. His mum was very thin and they sold him separately to his mother to get weight on him. His hocks were collapsing at the back. He was so weak and he was thin for a foal. And I didn't give him water, he just had calf, like milk replacer feeder, the special stuff made for foals and calves. And I mixed it in with his food because he'd been given lucerne hay. I started off with lucerne chaff and I got like protein mixes and all sorts of stuff for his nutrition to help him grow. And he's come in and, you know, like Cleo was like a mum to him, so was Tuppy. And Tuppy was one of the few horses that he couldn't pull anything with. She pulled him straight into line. All the other horses struggle with him because he just pushes all the boundaries. And he's got, yeah, look, he's wet. He's got, hi Arthur, did you get pushed off your feet again? What is happening? His nose has stopped bleeding, by the way. Here's Cleo eating, happy as a lark. I don't know, a lark's happy, or do they just sound happy? But she's happy, she's over her colic. She just got like a moderate feed. My idea of it. Hello, Penny. You're busy coming here and pushing around again. And here he is, wet. Wet up to the tummy, as you can see. Mr. Padawan, Guy Fawkes Padawan, our baby boy who uses... Look at this. She's like, you get the hell away, mate. Oh, he's listening to her. I think she's just fed up. She doesn't want him to start his business with her. What's she doing? Is she telling you off? He's our baby. He just pushes, because he didn't have one mum. He had like a herd of mums, and he's just so cheeky. And I've had to really work hard with him to make sure that he knows I'm the boss. He's still a little bit unpredictable. He's 3. He's gelded. And look, so he's waded through something that goes up to his tummy to get across. He couldn't take it anymore, though this will make Cleo happy, except when she's eating. She does love him. I've got a good video of her protecting him when I put them into a community paddock at a place we were gisting. He doesn't get fed. None of the brumbies and Ruby are not getting fed because they'd explode. They get supplements and that's it. I don't want them foundering. You know, look at him. He's only little. Look at you. I'm looking at you from, yeah, I know, you're beautiful. You're a beautiful boy, aren't you? Hey? You're my baby, aren't you? Yeah. Get in my hand. Yeah, I know. He knows we all love him. Little cheeky ragamuffin. So, the good thing about this fence is that it's too low for him to use his mane to get through. So it will stick him. But whether it will stop him is another thing. There's other areas that he can get under. He just pushes his mane under and goes under it and it doesn't bother him. My neighbours will have a flying fit if he goes onto their property. But I don't think he will if he's by himself anyway, if he gets out by himself. He's beautiful, isn't he? Look at his mane. So beautiful. It's natural selection and it just just gorgeous. They're just made for our country. The brumbies I have are on the small side. Up in the Guy Fawkes area, a lot of them are like smaller, you know, around 14 hands or 13 something hands, and yeah, thick manes. They come down over your eyes and get rid of the flies, don't they? Hey? You were a cute little baby, weren't you? You were a cute little baby. Hey? Yeah. Oh, I'll show Sophia this when she gets back. She's going to be so delighted. Yeah. No, I did miss you over there. It's been so wet. I don't want to go over there. I've got to go all the way around the other side and through there and way through bog. And you can see the other two horses are over there. Banjo's really got to absolutely stay there because he hunts now. He will hunt Cleo, Penny and Arthur. He's hunted all of them. He'll chase around. He hunted Tuppy. He just won't let anybody into his herd, which is not good. I really don't know. I'm not sure what to do about that. If I can do anything about that, I'm not actually sure. He used to hunt Diani as well. She's telling him to get lost. Well, you've got no food left. But she's still telling, she just wants a space. She looks good now. She's standing more comfortably, see? Look at this, tail flicking, stomping the foot. He's there, she's like, just behave, young one. See? Just trying to make sure he understands where he fits. She's checking the empty tyre. She's probably thought, I had a break, I loved looking after you across the creek, and now you're here to push in on my meals. She knows better than I do how cheeky you are. He's all wet. Can you see that? He's all wet. I'm not going to dare step over there because I put this, let's see if he gets stung. I put my foot down on it and step over it, but I just don't want to give him any ideas, you know. Yeah. You look like you're having a foal. Going to worm them all. They do get wormed regularly. What are we going to do with him, Cleo? I know. Look at her, she's not happy. Hoping he gets stung by this fence. Just want him to respect it. I wonder if you can feel it, because you see he's so close to it. The hairs on his ears are so close to it. She's just telling everyone to get lost. She just told Penny to go away. They're all digesting. Arthur's still eating, of course. Won't stop eating. Oh, great. And destroy everything. I wonder what he's, I wonder if that's what he's stopping. It's like he's stopping and sensing something. I wonder if it's the fence pulsing. Very smart. I did cut his, he's stuck in the middle. He used to did she do you off? She just doesn't want you mucking around, does she? She's just like, listen, whippersnipper, whippersnapper, whippersnipper. Oh, you are like a whippersnipper. It's a weed. They do eat those. Oh, look at that. She's just like, you just do as you're told, young man. You've grown up, Paddy. They're not putting up with it anymore. They want you to be a big boy now. We were all expecting this now. At least he took us seriously. See here? This is all wet up to here. It's wet there and there and there. Most of his tail's wet. And the bottom part of his mane here is wet. I want to get stung myself, that's wet. You've been busy. You've been busy, I know. Muddy. Well, we welcome Paddy back into this side of the paddock again, and we'll have to do something else with you to the escape artist. Then you'll miss Banjo and you'll want to go back. That's the irony. If he can get back and forth, he'll just go back and forth. That's what he used to do. Because he and Banjo loved him when he was little. Banjo was only little too. He's a year older. He used to groom him over the fence and look after him when he was a tiny wee one. Because his weak legs were so weak and they were collapsing, he was just kept in a cattle yard to begin with. Because I was worried he'd break a leg, he was just kept in part of a cattle yard, so he couldn't really restricted his movements. And then as he got stronger, he got let outside for, like into a fenced area for part of the time, and eventually got let out with the rest of the herd. He had another little foal keeping company. I rehomed her and I regret that really. I should have just kept her. I don't rehome them anymore. See? Very interesting that she's establishing this herd hierarchy very quickly now that he's come here, because she's obviously fed up with him coming in and pushing in on the food, because that's what he always does. He's just hopeless. She's just saying, look mate, all bets are off. And she's protective of him. She adores him. Because a lot of people, like my neighbours, one of my neighbours thought Tuppy was being mean to him, and oh, but she bites him. It's like, well, she's actually telling him teaching him to behave. Look at him. He's going to try and come under there. Oh, he's trying to find a way across. He doesn't know what to do with himself now. He didn't get quite the same reception he normally gets. It's just like, oh, food. And they're all going like, oh, no. They're getting old and cranky. And I've changed that setup there, so he's not sure how he's going to get through. That's one of his escape routes. So we'll just see. I will fix all this fencing. It's just what it is, and when it's stopped raining, it's going to rain again this week. Because it's really hard to get things done around here when it's raining. We'll have plenty of time. I see the brumbies in the background following him. He can easily get across there and join them. He'll play musical chairs now. Okay, well the girls have had enough. They're like, okay, we're having a post food coma snooze. I don't even know what meal you'd call it. Hey my girl. It's pretty warm today. I can't see the screen of the mobile. And Arthur's just non-stop eating. I can't even see him on the screen. Oh, there he is. So light, bright. See, he just eats constantly. He's so hungry, trying to catch up. Get that weight back on. Well, at least you've stopped colicking and you're digesting now. I altered her feed just a little bit to, reduce the chance of her colicking again, and put some sups in there for a leg and different things. He came up wobbling his head like trying to be the big tough boy. He sees himself as this big horse. He's trying to be the big horse, and he's the baby. And he tries to be the boss. He's just trying to be a horse and show how big and strong he is. And they're just like, no, you got to learn a few things first. You coming over? You're my girl, aren't you? She's a good girl. And I'll just show you just Arthur again. It'd be so good to get rid of those bones on the top, eh? They'll go. Hey, my girl. I want to feed them. I'll come them away from here. It's turning to mud. Mud and gunk. Sophia's coming back. I can see them down the road. Car off in the distance. Way, 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 way down. I don't know. I can't see. If you can, I can't see them. I can't actually see the screen of my phone. I think you can see them. Yeah, you can see them just in the distance. Oh, goodness gracious, everything's going to be destroyed. Yeah, pony types too. I don't know why they can be more difficult. I think they just get away with more with people as well because they're so cute and little. Whereas with a big horse, you know, a lot of things can be perceived as dangerous a lot more easily. And yeah. Okay, I'll leave it at that. I've done lots of videos today. Oh, and Arthur's nose is completely, there's no blood there, it's all gone. So it just came and went really quickly. Could have been like a little scratch, anything. Just tired. Penny's sleeping. He's destroying the feed buckets. I wish he would respect the electric fencing. It would make life a lot easier. As I said, I did cut his mane off once. It worked. It stopped him from going underneath the fences. It just looks terrible. I don't like doing that. Oh dear. Oh no. I'll let it end at that.